now to go from the cellular to the larger, the brain, just very generally speaking, the three areas of the brain stem, which is involved in breathing and vital functions of the body, and the limbic system is deep in the cerebral cortex, or deep within the brain, and then the cerebral cortex is the covering, the thinking part of the brain, and most of the surface part of the cerebral cortex is in those convolutions. You know how the brain, the cerebral cortex has those fissures. So yeah, again, just a review. The cerebral cortex is that thin layer of gray matter on the surface of on the outside there, and 2/3 of it is of the areas in the folds, and it's responsible for higher mental functions, general movement, perception, behavioral. And then for our work also, the hippocampus and the amygdala are important areas of the brain, because the amygdala is responsible for emotional responses, including aggressive behavior, and the hippocampus makes it possible for us to remember new information. And so the reason I want to just review this today is because those areas are implemented in dementias, illnesses, that most common neurological illnesses, older people. So, and then the basal ganglia, it's deep in the cerebral hemisphere. It's a connection between the cerebellum and the cerebrum. So they're finding that a lot of damage is happening within that hippocampus, the nerve cells, with people with Alzheimer's. And the amygdala is so important for us in mental health because it's implemented in emotionally charged material. And it's interesting that they're right together. The memory, the hippocampus, which is important in memory, and the amygdala, which is important in generating emotions. And then the amygdala, you hear about the amygdala with PTSD, and the connection, the flashbulb memories that people have with PTSD, and the amygdala is involved in the hippocampus, right there next to each other.